We are talking about creatine. It's a little controversial in the eyes of media for some. For me, I'm going to take my bias out of it because I love creatine. Jenny joins us now, a nutritionist, to kind of tell us all about the benefits, maybe some things that we've heard. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
So where do we even want to begin with creatine today?
Well, we're going to actually just start with what it is. Let's just talk about what it is. So creatine it's made up of it's a compound that naturally occurs in the body, and it's made up of 3 amino acids. So glycine, arginine, and methathione. And your body naturally produces some creatine, 1 to 2 grams a day. So when we're taking creatine, we're actually using it for a bunch of different benefits, and there's a lot of new benefits that we can use it for. So a lot of people normally know it as an exercise tool, but I am going to talk about some of the other options that there are for creatine.
I love that too, because there's the physical side, but then there's also potentially the mental side.
Yes, the mental health side. So for brain health, there's actually some studies that say that it can help with cognition, but it can also help when you're very tired. So if you haven't slept very well, it helps with recovery, it helps with attention and focus. So this would be great for a bunch of people. A lot of people, sleep deprived people.
Maybe some morning show people.
Yeah, morning show people. It might be, it might be the best thing for you to be taking. And it can also help with brain, aging-related brain health. So when you're talking about somebody losing a little bit of their memory and cognition, this can help, especially if you're taking it with some consistency. One thing to note about the taking it with consistency is that you really do need to be consistent with it. So you can't just be like, I took creatine one time and then I didn't feel like I had all the benefits from it.
Right.
So you do need to be taking a very small dose. So the dose that we focus on is around 3 to 5 grams. So most of these will have a teeny tiny little scoop in it. It's very small. It's just a little one.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy. So some of the potential issues that some people have with it
is
that they will have too much. So they'll do too much, and then they'll actually start to feel like they're holding on to too much water. Their stomach will hurt. They'll feel some digestive issues that can go either way.
Okay.
If you're starting to see that, then maybe you need to go back a little bit on the amount.
And on that, what's the perfect way if I'm going into it where I should start? Because how do I know how much to take for my personal body?
So I wouldn't start with that 5-gram scoop. I'd start with half of it, maybe 2.5 or 2, and then just try it out in something. We're going to make a smoothie. We're going to look at that, and then just see how your stomach feels, and do that for about 4 weeks. Doing a loading phase, I don't even want to tell people how to do it because I know they can look it up, but I just don't want people to do it. I just want to briefly talk about the muscle health. So this is my Halloween decoration.
Love it.
But it's also, we're talking about muscle on bone, so skeletal muscle mass. It has been proven to actually help you retain skeletal muscle mass also when you're aging, which is a really big thing. But also at the same time, it also really helps anybody that has a dedicated fitness routine. And there's new studies to show that even if you do not have a dedicated fitness routine and you are looking not to lose as much muscle, so sarcopenia, as people age, they can lose some of their skeletal muscle mass. It really helps with that. So you can hold on to some of that muscle mass.
I love it because it's something that I've taken personally, I think, forever, maybe since I was 20 years old. And so much has come in and out of the picture of the loading phase, too much, oh, is it bad for you? So overall today, it has so many benefits, but if you were to take anything away from it from the negative side, it's just having a little bit too much is the only
having
side.
Too much, and there is also, if you have kidney issues, you must speak to a doctor or a pharmacist.
Okay.
And if you're taking any prescription medication, just with anything new that you're putting into a regime, you should speak with a pharmacist first.
I love that.
Yeah.
And there's definitely ways you can take it too. You can add it into your other vitamins. You can make it in a shake. You can dry scoop it at the gym as people do.
I mean, you can, but it's not the best. It's not the best
Especially
flavor.
if you start, don't do that.
It is flavor free. So monohydrate is the one that is the most studied. So that's the one that I am recommending. These are all different brands, but there's lots of other ones. But skip all the fancy stuff. Just clean, just nothing else extra in it. You don't need colorings or fillers or flavors.
I love that so much, Jenny. I really want to thank you for coming on today because it is such a hot topic, and I think it's important that people understand the benefits and then out there what is the negatives about it, which doesn't seem to be too bad as long as you do it appropriately.
Yeah, exactly.
Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.